大家好，我是海星，
我是阿拉。
我们今天有一大桌月子餐，超级美味。
我们1周的月子餐吃完了。
莫妈莫爸看到影片一定会想说，你怎么没有给我们吃？今天就要给他们吃。
They are downstairs right now and they are gonna freak out when they see us.
哦，然后我们的 Boba 在睡午觉，所以 it's a good time to eat. 那我们去找他们。It's 莫妈莫爸. We haven't seen you guys in a video in a while.
I know, it's been a while.
It's not fair. I need to bring you back to Taiwan. Well, today we're bringing Taiwan to you. We're gonna have you guys try the Taiwanese postpartum meals.
So excited.
We've talked your ears off about all of Taiwan's postpartum care. What is your first impression?
Well, you have very glowing skin, so if that's helping.
My impression is it's super posh.
Yeah.
They take really good care of you after you have a baby in Taiwan.
And Haley, you got your body back really fast.
Don't show.
That's my impression.
Okay, let's go eat.
All right.
Come on upstairs, it's all ready.
Wow, that's a lot.
This is one meal?
Well, there's 4 of us.
Look at those greens too. Oh, looks so good. Looks really nutritious. But
My
also
mouth is watering. So
smells really savory.
Is that goji berry?
Yeah.
Good job.
Welcome to you just had a baby. Now you're getting pampered.
You ate all of this.
We ate all these over the course of a week.
So we'll eat these one by one and share some information about it with you guys. Do you guys see one that you are particularly excited about trying?
Yes, the wood ear mushrooms.
Yeah.
Absolutely number one, and then that.
So that one right there that you pointed to is also my favorite. I asked Thai Mama to make us more of those.
This one? I don't know what these are, but
So
I'm
this
excited
is
to find out.
Vegetarian 3-layer meat.
Oh, yeah, because it looks like fat and then meat and then, yeah.
Okay, so first of all, we have to show these. This is our Christmas gift from Mom and Dad. There you go.
Wait, why is Adam the sixth?
I'm a bad boy.
Everyone take a piece of this.
Give me the biggest one.
Go. That sauce.
What is this sauce? It looks like soy sauce.
Sweet.
We were shocked by that too. She told us it's Japanese soy sauce. Japanese soy sauce is sweeter.
I think it's delicious.
I could eat this every morning.
Wait, is that meat?
Vegetarian ham.
Nice.
Chunks, yeah.
Don't worry about a thing, no. Do you guys notice the skin? It's like super chewy and thick.
Yeah, it's so good. Is this homemade?
This is homemade.
This is so much better than Trader Joe's.
My mama owned a breakfast shop in Taiwan.
Oh, it's amazing.
Most of these have a purpose for your postpartum recovery.
Yes, we figured they did.
但这个完全没有。台湾妈说这就是好吃。
This one's just tasty.
It just tastes good.
That's the purpose behind all Taiwanese food.
It's to keep you happy because if you're in a good mood, you'll recover faster.
Do we have water or do they not do water in between?
You do not drink water. I forgot to tell you, 坐月子 literally translates to sit for a month. Once you've given a baby, they recognize how difficult that is on the body and the mind, and they want you to just relax and recover. And I think that that's a big difference.
Because in America, it's like the more active, the better. As soon as you're able, you want to get back on your feet, get back into your lifestyle.
Get back in shape.
Yeah, with having 3 kids, by the time I had the 3rd, I was like, I need to relax. I
relax.
understood how much I needed it by the 3rd time, but I wished I would have done it with you and Ian.
Sticky rice congee.
And the purpose of this is to keep you warm. Don't get cold, and then you have less of a chance of getting sick. The Chinese medicine in this one is goji berries. Goji berries are actually really good for your eyesight.
Let's see if you guys know what this is. Peanuts? Dad, what's your guess?
Chestnut.
Close.
This is a long yen, a dragon eye.
Oh, it's a fruit.
I don't have a dragon eye.
You'll get one.
Here, have one.
Dad took them all.
Gosh, I love that.
This would be like American Open.
This is definitely the
or
best
something.
congee I've ever had.
It's similar.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I said in the video when we ate it.
This is definitely the best congee.
Did you guys like the dragon eye?
I love the dragon eye.
It's like a raisin.
This one most reminds me of American food, just like the American brown sugar oatmeal.
That is so good, you guys. Could we get stuff at the Asian market and make this?
I'm sure we could.
Yeah.
Now let's try the 3-layered meat. You guys said that one looked the best, right?
I like the wood ear mushroom.
Do you know we went to Las Vegas just to eat wood ear mushrooms at Din Tai Fung for our 32nd
Yes.
anniversary? They really did. 2 nights in a row.
Wow, so good.
这有一点辣，比上次还要辣。
Isn't that meat really convincing?
I'm nervous.
让莫爸怀疑的素肉。
What is the spice in there, that flavor?
I think it's
Did she tell you?
Hong
Yeah, it's braised. There's also a lot of ginger, Mom. This right here,
I want ginger, yeah.
that's a whole ginger.
So why was I unsuccessful in making my wood ear mushrooms from the internet taste good?
You're not supposed to leave them overnight.
I only soaked them for a couple hours. I don't think I soaked them long enough. They were still kind of crunchy.
Moba showed up to our house for Christmas with a box of wood ear mushrooms that he bought from Amazon. And they were like the dried out.
Yeah, I still have some.
All right, so what do you guys think of this one?
I love it.
Love it.
Wow.
I want to tell you guys something kind of funny. Of all of these dishes, there's only 2 that don't have Chinese medicine in them. They're kind of just to be tasty. One was the danbing and the other one was
This one.
yep, this one. Yep. So I think it's hilarious that we're able to like tell when a meal is just good and not that nutritious just by looking at it.
It looked most familiar.
That's true, it looked most familiar.
Let's move on to one that actually has health properties. 地瓜叶, sweet potato leaf.
Yeah.
Here, Dad, come and get some.
It's goji in almost everything.
And it has garlic?
Yep, those are big chunks of garlic.
Dig in.
It just melts in your mouth.
My word, I love this flavor. Wow.
This is my favorite green ever.
So you're expected to eat this whole bowl of greens?
They do feed you a lot of food in postpartum recovery.
It's my understanding that you stuff yourself every meal.
This has garlic in it. Do they not worry about the baby's like milk not being as tasty when?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that a thing in America?
I've heard it.
Cool.
I've heard you don't want to eat a lot of garlic because then your milk goes.
When I was
No way!
I've never heard that.
When I was pregnant with all 3 of you kids, I was really careful with what I ate during nursing. I wouldn't eat spicy foods, garlic.
It may be a myth. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I have heard that what you eat affects the taste of your breast milk. I don't know if there's science behind it though.
So to me, this tastes just as savory and flavorful as the ones you say are just for recreational purposes.
Recreational purposes.
So what is its healing property?
Improve your immune system so you and the baby don't get sick.
There's a lot of vitamins in it. 下一道茼蒿. I want you guys to try this first and then you can tell us what you think it is.
I think it's spinach. Oh, or watercress.
Mustard greens.
Go ahead.
It's not spinach.
Not spinach.
This must be specifically designed to make you healthier.
It just tastes really healthy.
I feel healthy.
This is chrysanthemum.
What? The flour?
Yeah, I love this
Never
stuff.
eaten chrysanthemum leaves, have you?
No, but if you love perfume, you'll love that.
It's very floral, isn't it? You can taste it.
It's not perfumey to me.
I think it tastes like you're eating a flower.
It's still edible, it's good. Just wash it down with a little fake pork.
I'll take one of those too.
Do you guys like this one?
I love it. I think it's great.
This one is designed to be super healthy. It helps you lose weight and it jump starts your intestines.
Give me more of that.
Oh yeah. I also learned something interesting when I went to go pick this up from Thai Mama. Whenever people in Taiwan eat this, they never have to worry about there being like fertilizer on it or insecticides on it, things like that. Because they just grow naturally everywhere. You don't need to help it grow. You just pick it off the ground.
I would assume a lot of things are like that in Taiwan.
That's so nice. Gives you peace of mind.
Now we're gonna eat one more with our rice and then we're gonna move on to all the soup. 其实我们刚刚说错，有另外一个好玩的，就是面肠。
面肠我问蔡妈妈它是有什么作用、什么好处的时候，她就简单说，它就是一般的东西呀。
很阿嬷的回复。
Can you guess what it's trying to mimic? Go.
Chicken?
You know?
肠子, right?
Yeah.
What's changzi?
Intestines.
Oh. Just a reaction.
Okay.
We don't eat a lot of intestines in the United States.
It's just tofu skin.
I'm just gonna eat chicken. Mmm, it's good.
Oh, I got something really strong right there.
Oh, you got one of the beans.
One of the numbing beans.
I had forgotten about this one, but I had asked Thai Mama what's the 坐月子 purpose of this meal, and she was just like, oh, it's just stuff that you eat. It's just normal stuff.
Just normal stuff.
But if anybody knows of a good purpose that we don't know about, then please tell us.
It's interesting what you said about resting because I always heard that Confucius had his famous quote, never stand if you can sit and never sit if you can lie down. I wonder if that's true.
His philosophy was expend the least amount of resources and energy as possible.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he said that.
Of course, he's probably talking to a society where people had to work very hard.
This is one of the best things I've ever eaten. That flavor,
Seasoning
whatever the
is so
spice
savory.
is, I wish I knew what the spices were.
如果你要在美国开店的话，感觉可以买这个素三层肉。
Yep, that one's a hit.
This one really appeals to the American palate.
Next, we're gonna move on to the soup portion. After eating these meals for a week, the thing I missed most having every day was the soups. At first, some of them were kind of like, wow, I don't even know what that flavor is. But then at the end, I was like, I need the soup. Like, where's the soup? So let's start with the mayo.
Definitely tofu.
It's not tofu.
You would know if it was show.
首先我们来吃红枣. There's a little red thing in each of your bowls. Go ahead and eat it.
No, I thought it looked like an apple.
Tastes like a bean.
Kind of has a sandy texture.
What is that?
It's a red date.
I've never eaten a soup with a date in it.
Red dates are super common in Chinese medicine because they are really good for your liver.
Do you guys know what that flavor is?
It's really hard to tell.
It's oily.
Sesame.
Oh, sesame.
Good job.
Good job, you guys. Way to go.
This is one of my favorites. King oyster mushroom, anyone?
Before Taiwan, I only mildly liked mushrooms, and you know, they put them on pizzas and stuff, but now I just love like mushrooms because of Taiwan. Like so many different kinds of mushrooms. I never would have eaten that big chunk of mushroom before.
Because what we have here are like button mushrooms and you really can't eat a whole button mushroom.
Before I went to Taiwan, I would always pick out mushrooms. I didn't want them. And now, I mean, probably a dozen times in my life, I've had just a mouthful of mushroom. Just one piece of mushroom.
And when we go to Hot Pot, our favorite thing is all the mushrooms.
I didn't know there were that many kinds of mushrooms.
You guys notice how like good you feel after drinking this? Like your whole insides feel warm.
This is designed to lower your blood pressure.
Really good.
It's interesting that you could notice how oily it was.
Do they have broth with a lot of their meals?
Yeah.
Is it part of a lot of their cuisine?
Yes.
Yeah, like how we have a glass of water with every meal, they have their soup.
Okay, do jump time.
It's
No?
fake pig blood.
What are you saying? That's something we can't eat, right?
No, you eat this. Okay?
That's probably enough.
Don't
The fact
smell
that she's
it.
not letting us taste it yet is making
Hey,
me
where am
nervous.
I?
I don't think you eat that. I
think you
it's
do.
a flavor thing, like a bay leaf.
I bet you do eat it. It just reminds me of the Hot Pot restaurant where they serve you the pig blood.
Go ahead, try it.
Coffee? It smells like coffee.
This is like wood soup. What is this, cedar soup?
This one takes getting
No,
used to.
really, it's like pine soup.
I want you to try that.
You can't eat that, that's a piece of wood. It's a trick. It's a trick, I'm telling you.
It's bark.
It's seriously wood, Dad's right?
Yeah, it's a piece of a tree.
How'd you know?
Good job, hon. You nailed that one.
Well, I mean,
You've eaten wood before?
I've eaten a little bit of wood.
Look at this
different.
broth. There's literally black pieces of that wood in here.
I like the flavor of the water, but it does taste like a wood shop.
I don't know why, but it tastes like soap to me.
Okay, so what is this one good for? I would have to know what it was good for.
It's called a dujong soup. And this one is so important that you have to drink it every day throughout your yearzi. And the purpose is really important too. It's for your bones and ligaments, especially the ones up your spine.
Okay, I need this. I need help. I'll drink it.
Wow! 知道效果就
I
愿
need
意
help
喝
with my joints.
This is the labor of love too. These pieces of bark will steep in the water for about 4 hours. My friend told me that a lot of people will like secretly dump this out because they don't like it.
Because of the benefit, I would definitely force myself to get used to it.
Any old wood? Or is this a special wood?
What's super interesting is that every time you search these names in English, it gives you the scientific name.
Because there's like not an English name for it. The scientific name for dujong is Eucomia ulmoides. We don't have a word for it.
It's just a type of tree.
Eucomia ulmoides.
Isn't it so interesting? Like you just have a piece of bark and it's squishy.
Dad really did take a bite out of it.
You actually tried to take a bite. I like that you knew that you couldn't eat this, but you still tried.
I was trying to squeeze the flavor out of it.
How your stomach's feeling?
I feel
Happy.
fine.
We got 2 more soups.
You're not like saving the most challenging for last.
No, not today.
This soup is called the 4 things soup.
4 things.
The 4 things
Literally
soup.
4
Nice.
things.
I don't know what the 4 things are.
And what's its purpose?
To supplement and increase your blood supply.
Because after birth, you lose a lot of blood.
It smells like ginger also, I don't know. That smell is very Taiwan to me.
Whoa.
You walk into a lot of restaurants and
Woo.
smell that.
Wow.
It smells completely different than it tastes when it's going down your throat.
Is this easier or harder than the dujong?
Harder.
This is the most challenge so
Yeah.
far.
I think this one's actually pretty good. I think it's easier than the dujong.
Oh.
I think the dujong is harder.
Well, how would you describe this flavor?
Bitter and spicy. Whatever it is, it's really strong.
This has a lot of meaning to me because my grandma wore a perfume exactly like this.
You think it smells like perfume?
Oh, musky
It
like.
tastes like perfume.
Like a musk? Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
musk.
musk. I feel like it has so many flavors in it that I don't even know how to describe the flavor. It grew on me. When I first
do
drank
like
it
it?
too, I was like, it was so
Yeah.
shocking, and then I liked it.
When we did this for the week, we had dujong every day, and then we had the 4 things soup almost every day.
Yeah.
I love that Adam did it too.
That's great.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of blood too. You guys just don't know how.
Lost a lot of blood.
You did a lot of work during the pregnant
We did do a lot
Yes.
of work.
Okay, guys, last item, then we can finish off all the food. This is a lotus seed soup.
Do you guys remember when we saw those lotus flowers in the center that looks like a sprinkler? Those are the seeds that come out.
Wow, that's cool.
This is actually my favorite soup of all the soups.
How do you say the name of it?
In Mandarin, it's lianzitan.
Lien Sitang.
It does 2 things. One, it helps your organs. And the second thing that it does, it's really good for your throat. So if you have a cough, if you have a cold, if your throat is dry, this will relieve a lot of the symptoms.
And that's actually really good for postpartum because when you're breastfeeding, you are super thirsty all the time.
I've never eaten lotus seeds.
I still can't believe these are seeds. Every time I see them, I think they're like, yeah, like they're like a chestnut. Are nuts considered seeds?
I don't know.
Go for it.
Ooh, yum. Love it.
Oh, 我猜 阿嬷有多加糖哦，就很甜。
This is like dessert.
She told me one time when I was picking up that she adds more sugar sometimes because we're American.
These seeds taste exactly like chestnuts.
They're chestnuts, that's what I was gonna say.
Really?
And they're delicious little chestnuts.
I love it.
It's delicious. And the extra sugar is awesome.
Have you guys eaten anything like this before?
I've never had anything like this, no.
So this meal is a first for you.
This feels like something we've eaten lots in Taiwan.
Yeah, you've had that at Ding Tai Fung a lot.
Whenever we're in Taiwan, we always order greens.
This is very new. The most unique things would be the wood soup, the flowers.
Which would you guys say was the best, and then which one was probably the most challenging?
I like that and 3-layered meat. I like those both. With that, a close second, the congee. That one is my least favorite.
So,
It would take a while to get used to it, but I would want to get used to it.
to get the benefits of it. Okay, Dad?
Congee is my favorite. This is really good and savory. And then I love these greens.
What was more challenging? The 4 things too.
I thought 4 things was your favorite.
I like that one, yeah. My favorite is probably the santan roe, obviously. I've noticed nobody said the sesame oil soup.
That's what I was gonna say.
That was a good one too. I had a hard time with the dujongtang and the chrysanthemum greens. It's weird because they're good, but I don't want to eat a lot of them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I have a weird relationship with it.
我跟你一样，最喜欢麻油汤。I just love this soup. I love how I feel after I drink it. And Omicho, this was a new discovery for me. I don't know why I've never had this before in Taiwan. Like,
Yeah,
I'm kind of wondering if this is something you only have when you do 月子。还有茼蒿，我真的很喜欢茼蒿。But then my least favorite would probably also be 面肠 is my least favorite.
Yeah, that was okay for me.
Certain vegetarian meats, the texture of them, I actually get a little weirded out by it if it seems too like real, you know?
So like all the rolled up tofu, did that feel
the
weird
rolled up
to you?
tofu, yeah. 就是口感的问题。
Oh, and I love the soy sauce.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Japanese soy sauce.
Yeah.
Her danbing. Oh yeah, we already ate it all, but this was the danbing.
Oh, we forgot about that. Okay, that's in my top 3.
There's so much food here, we just forget about it.
Now we have leftovers, so we can enjoy. 我们在美国很喜欢吃 leftover，因为这样子就不用自己做饭。
So Haley, honest opinion, do you feel like this helped your recuperation?
100%. Yeah, I actually been reflecting on this a lot after I finished. There were some like surface level things that it helped. First of all, not having to make food. Second of all, not having to do dishes. I really feel like this helped my back. My back was hurting so bad.
Yeah, it was.
And that's what these soups are for. I will say I'm very surprised at how quickly I felt really good after having a baby, because that was to my body, that was very traumatic, you know?
Well, I think even mentally and emotionally it helps.
Absolutely.
You seem to be doing really well.
I think it probably helps a lot mentally too, eating these meals, because you feel like you're doing everything you can.
Yeah.
Does that
to
make
recover.
sense?
The other benefit from all of this is that you're getting your vitamins and minerals in your food.
I have another question. I know it was a really hard decision for you guys to have the baby here, and you wanted to have the baby in Taiwan, and I know there was a lot that went into that, but does this kind of help with the feelings you had of missing Taiwan? And
Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
Yeah, the yuetsu was something we were really, really looking forward to.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm like getting emotional. Why am I crying? I'm so hormonal.
I mean, we
So-
were.
well, because it was an emotional decision.
It wasn't
Yeah, it
really.
was.
Yeah.
You really wanted to be there for the birth of the baby.
We wanted to be there too.
I can talk about this really quick. We really did want to have boba in Taiwan. We went back and forth so much. We talked to them, and Mom and Dad were willing to fly out to Taiwan and be there with us. Mom was gonna come out like a month before, and that just meant so much to us that you guys were willing to do that.
Well, a month before, meaning you were gonna get there like the beginning of December. We were close to getting flights for the beginning of December.
It was good that we didn't because you can't.
Yeah,
Exactly,
So, and
yeah.
the fact that his due date was December 21st, like Christmas time in America, that is like the Lunar New Year.
Also, it being our the first baby typically tends to come a little bit late. So I was expecting him to come like maybe even on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And I was late with every baby and had to be induced.
I was honestly sort of expecting him to be late. That's what we were planning for.
Ultimately, we decided to stay here and be with family for Christmas.
So we didn't get the tickets, and then Owen came on the 30th.
It would have been hard to get on a plane the next day.
Yeah, so you would have missed it.
一切都是神的安排. To answer your question, Dad, having this food here made me feel like we have Taiwan here. That was really special.
Can I just say something? I noticed in a lot of comments after my shoulder video, people never found out what happened.
Oh yeah.
The doctor that I saw there was very helpful, made my shoulder feel better for a while, and I've never had surgery or anything. I've had to take it easy quite a bit. My shoulder feels a ton better. I couldn't have done this when I was in
Wow,
Taiwan.
yeah.
But it is not perfect. And I'm sorry that we didn't give you an update on that at the end of the video. Medical treatment was great. I still am grateful to Taiwan's healthcare system for that.
Maybe we'll be able to have our second baby in Taiwan. Having had kids, thinking back to your postpartum, would you have wanted food like this?
Oh yeah.
Jess, what did you eat postpartum for those few weeks.
Nothing like this. A ton of oatmeal.
Really?
Yeah, we always had oatmeal. Probably with lots of sugar and butter. I'm really embarrassed.
Okay, we'll stop asking you. Dad, what do you think about the postpartum meal?
Oh, I would have loved to have been able to provide this for her.
Hey, Noel, what did Jess eat when she was postpartum?
So I honestly do not remember. All I know is when we were in college, we probably had something with white flour and salt.
Well, thank you guys for trying it.
Oh, thank you.
This is super fun.
Awesome.
那就谢谢你们观看，希望你们看得开心。
我们爱你们喽，我们下次见，
下次见，
拜拜。
大家好，我是马欣，
我是 Adam。
And this is Owen 小 Boba， 他现在睡得很香。Boba 今天 outfit of the day 太可爱了，是我嫂嫂亲手 knit 的，我超级喜欢。
Owen 现在10周就决定来拍一个 Q&A，
因为我们生了 baby 之后，生活有完全改变，
而且你们问了很多很